So I had a lot of people ask me how I did my hair the other day, so I thought I would just show you really quickly. I just part it, just wherever, and brush it. It's still wet, so it's kind of rough at the ends especially. I don't know if you can tell, but it's not all the, like, especially through here, it's damp. So literally all that I'm doing right now is just brushing, and then what I'll do is I'll actually just use this and separate my hair into two groups, kind of like you would if you were giving yourself pigtails or something goofy. Anyway, so I just brush both sides of that. All right, and it, like you said, I wait till it's like almost, like if I had hair dried it just a minute or two more, it would be completely dry. So it's really like, I can feel that it's cool. I can feel that it's just lightly damp. So I'm gonna take, this is literally a bathrobe belt. You can see this, like nothing fancy. I just took it off one of, I have a few bathrobes, and so I just took it off one of them. And I pre-parted where I wanted my part to be. And then I just stuck it like, I don't know, just set it down. Kind of like, I keep thinking of like matchmaker, make me a match, you know, Fiddle on the Roof. But no, so you just have it like down, okay? You just put it where you want it. And then you're gonna take a little section and you're gonna wrap it under. And I always want this top bit to be a little prettier than the rest, so I do take a minute on the front. And then I add, I don't care about that. I don't care about you right now. Then I'm gonna add another section. And it's gonna go around the bathroom. And then I'm gonna add another section to the, see, I'm just adding, it's kind of like when you braid, except I'm just wrapping. This is like the easiest way I've ever tried to curl my hair, because it is quite thick and long, and it never holds heat curls very well. So I'm just going around, and I'm making sure that it's really tight, because the looser it is, the looser it will get, or it just won't curl tightly. So just pulling a little bit more hair with each go round. I'm starting to work my way backwards just a little bit. Because if I go totally straight, these long hairs at the bottom get this really big gap where they don't curl as well. So I'm actually just trying to add, and this is at the point where I start mixing up hair and robe, but I'm tightening it like a knot. But literally, I'm just going around it. Just adding a little hair each time to go around. A little bit of hair and around. A little bit of hair. You see this gap right here? This is where you start having to pull it closer to your scalp. Otherwise, it's gonna have this big gap when you uncurl, where it's not curled, it's straight. I'm grabbing, probably section that off twice. tight, tight, tight. And it will be more hair on this side than on the other side because I parted it, you know, this way. So anyway, I'm just gonna keep taking my hair. I don't like it getting too many knots in it because then it gets frizzy, but I'm just gonna keep wrapping it around the towel all the way to the bottom. I like this. I think that this probably does less damage to your hair than the heat, and also I don't have time to spend you know, it would take me an hour to curl my hair in the mornings, and I don't have that time. I don't have that with kids, and I'm not gonna wake up at 5 o'clock so that my hair is curled. Sorry, I don't care enough. So anyway, once you get to the very, very, very end, and this is what I try to do because I don't want this to be straight. So I curl it. I mean, I'm gonna go all the way until the very last bit is as curled as possible and as tight as possible. So then I'm gonna take, oh, wrong box. My daughter has some of these little rubber band hair ties. This is where it gets a little tricky because I have quite a long cord. I'm gonna wrap it around the end of the hair. And then I'm gonna pull the robe through it a couple of times just to make sure that it's totally curled at the bottom and there's no straight part. And you see how it's curled? Okay, so no straight bit. So that side is done for the moment. So this side, we will bring you back forward. See? And this, I just try to, I don't know, you could rebrush it. But I always go back, like I start going backwards. So backwards, and I try to keep that straight so it's comfortable to sleep in. See, I'm pulling my scalp. It's fine. It doesn't hurt. Around. Oh, I didn't get it around. Okay, here we go. Pick a little bit more up. Make it go around. Pick a little bit more up. Make it go around. It's starting to get a little not as separated as I would like for it to be. So I'm gonna clean that up just a little. Okay. A little bit more. And then a little bit more. After this goes round. Here we go. Pick that up. Make it go around. Around. See, I'm getting closer to my scalp now. And the curls are getting a little bit bigger, see? See, sometimes you get a hair in it. I try to make sure, because I haven't done it enough, but I'm thinking that if I leave hair where the robe part is, that it won't curl. Like, and I'll just have this very straight. See, even this now, I'm gonna have a big gap. So I'm actually gonna wrap it around a little bit here and do it again before joining it with the rest of the hair. So it has, and I'm gonna do the same thing with this bit of hair. I'm gonna wrap it around on top. Go around, join it. Doesn't have to be beautiful at this face. And then the same thing. I'm gonna wrap this final piece around, maybe around one more time. Around, join it. All right, I'm pulling down on the robe, and now I'm going to just wrap the remaining hair around the robe. See, it's a nice spiral, it's tight. Whew. I just did a workout and my arms are very tired right now. I don't know if you want really loose curls, you might do this a lot looser, but my hair just does not curl and I want it to stay all day. So I'm just doing this like I did the other side, going around until there's no more straight edge. And when there's no more straight edge, then I'm gonna take my little rubber band, let's go here on it. I'm gonna wrap it around. Oh, my fingers are tired. Oh, don't work out right before you do this. Oh, my arms. Okay, so anyway, pull it through. Probably shouldn't have let go of it all the way, but it'll be fine. Tighten it back up. Come through. Now, see, I do have like this one sticking out, so I'm gonna make sure that I've got it in on the next go around, so it's curled. I don't want to go again on that rubber band. Sometimes you have to use two. That's okay. Okay. So, once you have this, what I try to do right before bed is I just twist, and then I try to go for the Princess Leia look. And I will just tighten it all the way around. I mean, don't tighten it to the point where you're in, like, it hurts, but this is very soft. So I just tighten it. Sounds like I ripped the bath towel, but I didn't. It's fine. And then I just tuck it in, like, wherever I can. And if you can't tuck it in, you can always get another hair tie if you want and go around, but I can always make it work. So now I've got it tucked in. Voila, one side is done. So then this side, you just go the opposite way. Go all the way to the bottom. And then I Princess Leia over here. Still curling, see? So I think this would be like a really good way, like if you have kids and you want to curl their hair. I did it one day where I didn't sleep in it and it worked. So I let it almost dry, and then I did it, and then after I did it, I actually spritzed it. I have one of these things. I spritzed it a bit and got it wet, and then I blow dried it for like the next 20 minutes, and then I think I just left it in for like an hour or two, and then when I took them out, it was completely dry, and it worked. So voila, it's super comfortable to sleep in, and when I wake up, my hair is gonna be freaking awesome. Okay, so now it's the next morning. This is what it looks like. I haven't done anything but sleep and wake up. So you can definitely see, you know, there's a little few wispies and things, but here's the unveiling. So I'll do this side first. Always make sure you can feel it. Just make sure it's completely dry. If it's not, take a hairdryer to it for a couple of minutes just to make sure. So I'm just gonna let that hang. And then I'll undo this side. Let me see. Now this side still feels just a hair bit wet. So I'm gonna blow dry it for a second. Okay, I don't think it was actually wet. I think it just felt cold. Okay. I feel like I should go around like this. Do, do, do. It's so funny. Oh, is it wet? I don't think it's wet. Okay. So what I do is I pull these off. If you can tear them, that's great. If you have to, actually, man, these are strong little suckers. I have to untie them. I should get a little pair of scissors up here and just cut them off because this is stupid. But whatever. Okay, and then I have the little blue one because I had to add an extra one to this one because the end hair just wanted to stay straight. Okay, so now that one is off, and then look, I've still got it on there, so I'm going to take this one off. Okay, scissors is a must. It took way too long. Okay, and then I just try to figure out where the... I guess I start pulling from up here so that I can start finding where the curl ends because it is tight. There we go. Okay, so here we go. This part's kind of fun. And just separate them as you need to. Now my hair is really like super fine and thin. I mean, not thin, it's thick, but the individual's hair. So if you have curly hair, like I don't suggest you pulling it the way that I do because I know that mine will just let go. But I've seen some other people who have thicker hair or curlier hair or frizzy hair, and they try to do the unknotting by just pulling, and it's a very bad idea. Okay, so I'm sure that there's a more graceful way to do this, but I'm having difficulties today with that getting stuck. Okay, so there's a couple of wispies that I'll have to brush out, but that's one side done. All right, now the next side. Okay, I always start just a little above so I can find the curl, because I mean I can't pull it, it's so tight. Okay. This is hard. I mean, it's not. I think people who do this this is my second time, will do this better than I'm doing. But anyway, it would be very easy if I didn't knot it so much around the bathrobe. Okay. And if you want smaller ringlets, just pick up smaller sections here at the top. I wasn't going for like Shirley Temple look. I just wanted some curls. I really like ponytails, and I feel like this gives my ponytails a little interest opposed to just straight, flat hair. Okay. And now the belt is out. Okay. And then I'm just gonna, some of the curls when I pulled them out, like, aren't going the right way. So I just helped them out. Maybe that was the wrong way. There we go. Okay. So you could probably, like, if you wanted to, go through and do like individual ringlets, but I'm just gonna kind of just brush it with my fingers a little bit. Truly, I don't want it to be like true Texas big hair, but I do want them to loosen just a little bit. So I'm not even using a hairbrush, but I will pull on them a little bit. The ones really close to the face seem to get the most love or whatever. If I need to, I'll kind of, you know, and I could take a brush if I wanted to the top part, or if you have like I have different picks. Like I love this one, I have this one, but you could just sort of just kind of rebrush some of the frizz. I try not to go too deep into the curls, but I do try to pull them out just a little bit. And see at the end, I'm sure there's like some special, I don't know, stuff you can put on your curls to either make them less frizzy or whatever, but I'm not too worried about the frizz. My hair doesn't get that frizzy. I'm just sort of going, just sort of brushing the curls out a little bit. And then when you're happy with it, and like I'll leave it like this, and then throughout the first part of the day, this part up here will loosen just a little bit. If I really wanted to, I could like curl, I mean, I could brush it and kind of just be done with it, but right now I'm just kind of circle it around my head. So anyway, curled hair with a robe belt. Who knew? So yeah, and these curls, I don't have to do anything to them. Like they'll be like this all day. They'll be like this tomorrow. I probably won't even have to wash my hair tomorrow. So, anyway, I hope that you try this and you can do it too, because it's all kind of epicness. This one's really bouncy. I'm gonna be pulling on this one for a while. But yeah, I'm pleased with it. The girl who can't hold a curl. I have curls.